product, I don't know if you all have been hearing us on the radio talking about reduction. Okay, reduction is here. We didn't know if it was going to make it today, but it is here. The reduction product that helps with, one of the first things that I found with this was the appetite control. And one of the biggest things for starting a diet, even for me, I know Weight Loss 101 is going to work, but if I get into the carbs, it's very hard to start towing the line because of the appetite and the cravings. But the reduction helps with appetite control. Pretty much almost everyone said immediately, like the same day you take it. Suggested usage. Now Sharon and I started taking three times a day to cut our appetite. Sharon cut down to about 2 twice a day. So everybody's going to be a little different. So I suggest probably start with at least 3 twice a day and take 3 in one shot to cut that appetite. You want to nail it like right away. So some of the things that are in this, I kind of came across. I know they're appetite suppressants, but I didn't realize they actually do other things, because Sharon and I found it actually helps you lose pounds. It not just decreases the appetite, it helps decrease weight. So one of the things that's in it is your Garcinia cambogia, which it's an herb that's known for blocking carbohydrates. It's known for appetite reduction, and it creates thermogenesis. So it helps with your fat burning. Glutamine. L-glutamine has been used for years by bodybuilders to retain muscle and build muscle for muscle building. So of course, if you're going to retain your muscle and build muscle, you're going to burn more calories. It's also known to just glutamine itself reduce weight by 10%. The L-theanine is also known as an appetite suppressant, which I had used that before. All of these products I had used before for appetite reduction. But, you know, it would take a few days. You start taking it, you know, and a few days later you finally lose your appetite and can get on track again. But what we found is with this, with them all combined together, it starts pretty much immediately. Everyone said immediately. I know with me it was, I was like, because I told Sharon right away, I said, Sharon, you got to try this because I'm not hungry. I'm never not hungry. So, but also the phenanine has adrenal gland support. So it can help the adrenal glands run, help keep your hormones in balance. This is a big factor in your metabolism as a whole. And, you know, like when you're tired, run down, a lot of times it's due to the adrenal glands. So, and it reduces anxiety. And how many in here know that when you get anxiety and you gain a lot of weight? What it does is it releases cortisol when you stress, anxiety. You know, I used to see all those TV commercials for the cortisol stuff to reduce belly fat and everything. Yeah. And I would see that and I would think, wow, that doesn't really make sense, because you have to have insulin to store fat. So why does cortisol make you gain weight? Which I know it does, but I didn't know how. But then in one of our studies, we found that actually what cortisol does, it's your fight or flight hormone. So your body will release cortisol, and what happens is your body will actually take your muscles and turn the aminos into sugars to run through the bloodstream for the energy you need for the fight or flight. Then you've got the sugars running through your system again, you've lost muscle mass, and now your body's going to release the insulin to take care of the sugar. So there's all your fat storage. Even if you don't eat, this is something that amazed me, because I would say it as a joke. I can look at food and gain weight. It is true. You can look at food, you can gain weight. You look at food, you can have an insulin release, and even if you can get past the cravings and, just ignore them or whatever, your body can release insulin, and the insulin will actually store itself in the fat cells to make you fatter. So getting that insulin in balance is very important, and getting the cravings down, and that's what's with the reduction, is to help get that appetite under control and get it back in balance again so we can stay on track. And then it also has the other benefits of fat burning, your adrenal support, and muscle support. So this, like I said, we've been waiting for this for a while. Some people have started on it individually in individual bottles. We've been taking 3 different bottles of stuff to combine to make that. It also has your chromate, which chromate is niacin-bound chromium, and chromium helps the pancreas, helps to keep that in balance, it's a fat burner, and it also helps with the sugars, to get the sugars out of the system and the cravings. Do you remember what the prices are? I think yeah, I think 22 and like 33. Yeah, I didn't get the exact prices as soon as we got them. We just we were so excited because we've been waiting since what, March? Yeah, I know Ryan's been. So anyway, now reduction's one of the first things I suggest to get on a weight loss program, to help with the appetite, help get on track. It's a lot easier to get on track when you're not craving something, especially like after the holidays. I have a real hard time because then all I want is sugar for the next 2 months and trying to get away from it. Mm-hmm. Yes, well, yeah, that's what'll help with the belly fat, is getting the insulin under control.
Is this alpha-lipoic acid in there, or do you still need that separate?
No, that's separate. The alpha-lipoic acid is separate. The reduction is your main ingredients to cut the appetite, and then it's just like an extra benefit that these ingredients have to help like block the carbohydrates from turning into fat.
So you take it before a meal, obviously, 3 times a day?
Yeah, it's best to take it at least 30 minutes before a meal. Which you do, is that what you do, Sharon, or no? You forget? I do too. You take it after? See, I always forget when I start to eat is when I think about my vitamins. So I take it anyway, and it helps anyway. But like your Garcinia cambogia, I know that it's always suggested to take before a meal. So you'll get probably a better effect even with it. But Sharon has lost 18 pounds with the reduction and had to reduce her dosage. So, yeah, in 5 weeks, right? Yeah, 5 weeks. So, we've just seen a lot of success with it, and especially with the appetite control.